Today we're looking at the AddMotoR MOTAN M-66 R7 cruiser e-bike. This is the longest name of any e-bike I came across so far. Guys, we have here a 1970 retro design Step-Thru frame. The pipe diameter used in this frame, it's massive, and the paint color just jumps at you. I chose orange and I'm super glad I did. The paint in this glossy orange looks super cool. While testing in the city, so many people approached me and asked me about this bike. Really looks eye-catching paint job, and the frame design is super appealing. I got some really nice comments. Before going to detail about the components and the frame, I would like to walk you through the unboxing, and after we go over the specs and discuss the pros and cons. Inside of the box, some specs. Alright, this looks really good. We have a big seat. Yeah. The bike is assembled, and I'd like to show you the close-ups. The paint, it's really well done. This orange is beautiful. And here we have the box, the booklet, the charger, pouch with tools, pedals, which I need to mount there, and let's see what's inside this box. And this is the rear light. Oh, this is cool. So we need to mount this. And I'm not sure that if it disconnects or not. Oh, I think I have to pull this here to connect the battery. Okay. So have the light. It doesn't notify the stopping. It's just an active light. That's pretty much it. All right, so we'll put that in the back, and actually goes right there. We have 48 volts, 2.5 amps. And guys, about the bike. So this is more like a moped style e-bike, and I like this platform here, so you can just put your feet and just use the throttle and cruise. This seat is really nice, and you can sit two people here. You have the rear foot pegs, so it's pretty cool. And here we have the Motan M-66 R7 model. So yeah, here we have the wiring nicely hidden inside, and it looks like we have here either a cadence or a torque sensor, so I have to double check that. The controller is tucked in right there. Having couple batteries will be really cool, so you can swap and have them charged and ready to go. Also, if you want to DIY, this is going to be a cool project. You can actually put here an entire battery. There's plenty of room here to remove the controller, cut this out, and put entire battery, and I think that's gonna be cool. So looks pretty cool. Let's get it charged up and let's go and test it. The motor. We have on this model a 750 watt geared Bafang brushless hub motor. The battery, 17.5 amp hour capacity, and a 48 volt system. The frame, super solid, nicely done. I'd like to make a remark here. We have only one battery in this frame, but this can be easily modified, and I hope AddMotoR potentially make this change here and adds a room for the second battery. As a buyer, I would love to have the option of adding a second pack. It can be installed under the seat like an Ariel Greensley model that I'll be reviewing very soon. There's plenty of room under this cool seat, or here up front for easy and fast mount-dismount. It will be a very cool option to add for those looking for longer rides. The footrest platform installed here looks interesting, allows you to place your feet here, but I feel like it's more of a design piece. You can use more comfortably the pedals or the rear foot pegs if you ride solo. Guys, we have this long wide banana seat that can comfortably accompany two riders easily, and I'm actually surprised that this e-bike with only 750 watt geared motor and extra person load rides and accelerates without any struggles. Still maintain torque start and accelerated fast with the second person. For pedaling, it's not the most ideal position since the seat is not high adjustable, but I managed to do it and it's actually not that bad. The stem has adjustable pivot here, and the handlebars can be pushed forwards or backwards depending on the style you like. The screen is visible and shows all the information you need. We have 5 levels of assist on this model. I personally have not seen any difference between the first level and the max 5th level on this bike. The bike accelerates in about 5 to 6 seconds to a maximum speed of 21 miles an hour, and a first speed level the same on the fifth maximum speed level. After reaching 21 miles an hour, you can see the controller limits the power and brings the bike to 20 miles an hour. The acceleration is fast and torquey. I wish they did not limit and let you accelerate to 25 miles an hour. The acceleration feels super fun until you reach the 21 miles an hour, until the limitation kicks in, and which kinda kills the fun and brings you down to 20 miles an hour. We have integrated front light and rear light. So we have mechanical disc brakes on this model, works well as intended, but the front brake, it took me so long to set up and I'm still touching a hair the disc. I don't know how else can be better set up. I personally would expect at this price point to see on this model hydraulic brakes, or at least well set up brakes out of the box. This model can be unlocked and can reach top speed of 23 miles an hour, which is way more fun to ride versus the stock 20. It is freezing cold today, but this bike feels comfortable and it's a fun ride. I managed to cover 20 miles on a battery and I still had 2 bars left. I rode the maximum level with minimal assist. You can pedal hard here but not for a long time. Mostly it is designed to cruise at throttle and it should give you in perfect conditions 26 to 30 miles in range, which I think is a really good considering I weigh 220 pounds with winter gear. Now there's a trick here on this model I found when I reached 45 to 40% battery capacity. You cannot use the throttle when you reach this level. It becomes inactive, but once you pedal, the cadence sensor will activate the power assist and propel the bike forward. Even the slightest assist will give you a lot of power and still maintain that cool factor. I am impressed that this size and weight and freezing cold condition I was able to get so much range. I was expecting 15 to 18 miles in range, since in this position you cannot really pedal hard and maintain that for a long duration of time. Let's go over the pros and cons. I like the paint job and the frame design. This orange color pops, and this moped style design is really fun to ride. For weekend getaways, running errands, going to the beach, or just cruising through the city, it is a fun bike. The comfortable banana seat that has springs inside with a front fork with adjustable shock that has preload, speed rebound and lockout. With these handlebars that can be adjusted, makes up for a really comfortable ride. The bike is not big and very manageable getting inside the elevator, inside the office or your home if you commute. The grips, metal fenders, mag wheels that don't need adjustments are really sweet setups and important features for commuter riders. With the extra range and having options to swap batteries, I think this moped will be the best to fit your needs. I think it's too fancy for that, but it'll do great for deliveries and longer rides. Let's go over the cons. The front brake was a nightmare to set up. The rear light I wish was directly connected to the controller, and we had the working rear brake light, which is very important to have in the traffic. I think having a spot under the seat or here in front on the frame to have the mounting for the second battery will be an advantage. I personally think for $2,000 you should have hydraulic brakes on this model. And the last thing that I like to mention is the need for a longer fender here so you won't get splashed. Guys, I reached out to the manufacturer and I asked about the limitation on the throttle on 40-45% battery capacity, and they responded that the throttle should work until the battery is completely depleted, and this might happen to protect the battery because of the extreme cold conditions. Despite not having ideal conditions while I was testing, I find this model performing above the average, and I find this to be a good urban-oriented electric moped option. Now comparing to Hemiway Cruiser, both designs look attractive. M-66 is more of a classic retro design and the Hemiway Cruiser is more of a modern approach. I find both to be good options, I really like them, but I like the Hemiway has more speed capabilities. But Motan allows you to ride with your partner and it does so seamlessly and comfortably. I really hope AddMotoR releases the speed limit and allows us to ride up to 25 miles an hour at least. This will be super fun. And I think M-66 will be super cool with 2 batteries option, or order a second battery and swap it. I came inside, maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes, the battery got warmer, and now if I activate the throttle, it actually works. and has a torque back, so it is a matter of temperature, and the battery really gets affected by that. And now from one line, even if I'll have one line left, I'll cover at least 2 to 3 miles easily, if not more. So these are very good results for this size battery. To cover so much range on this size, this weight, and this geometry frame, where you cannot really pedal for long and really push hard, these are exceptional results. This was a review of the AddMotoR MOTAN M-66 R7 cruiser e-bike. If you have any questions, comment below. Please don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video. It really helps making more of these video reviews for you and update you on new electric upcoming vehicles and cool DIY projects. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.